powers be done. Amen.
Okay, today's reading, April 27.
What's your name?
My name is Bill. I'm an addict.
Hey, Bill.
We want to look our past in the face, see it for what it really was, and release it so we can live today. Many of us had trouble identifying our resentments when we were in recovery. There we sat with our fourth step in front of us, thinking and thinking, finally deciding that we just didn't have any resentments. Perhaps we talked ourselves into believing that we weren't so sick after all. Such unwitting denial of our resentment stems from the conditioning of our addiction. Most of our feelings were buried and buried deep. After some time in recovery, a new sense of understanding develops. Our most deeply buried feelings begin to surface, and those resentments we thought we didn't have suddenly emerge. As we examine these resentments, we may feel tempted to hold on to some of them, especially if we think they're justified. But what we need to remember is that justified resentments are just as burdensome as any other resentment. As our awareness of our liabilities grows, so does our responsibility to let it go. We no longer need to hang on to our resentments. We want to rid ourselves of what's undesirable and set ourselves free to recover. Just for today, when I discover a resentment, I'll see it for what it is and let it go. Thanks for letting me read.
Thanks for reading. How much time you have clean, Brother Bill?
1 month.
Oh, yeah. All right. All right. I thank God for last night's rest this morning. Rise. Thank God for His grace and His mercy. Grace is always giving me what I don't deserve, and mercy is not giving me what I do deserve. And for that, I'm eternally grateful. How the brothers doing? All right. It's good to be back here. ODAT. For those who don't know, my name is Derek McKnight, and my partner Robert Hayes. He said he'd be here next week. We'll see. We'll see. All right. And together we call the Minds of Men. We've been up and running since the year 2006, since the streets of Philadelphia had 407 murders. I've been in Philadelphia for 21 years. I'm from Baltimore City. Philadelphia is like my second home. We're trying to do big things now, trying to really take it to the next level, meaning we're trying to open up our first recovery program. And that's our long-term but short-term goal, is to get a recovery program and probably an IOP also, intensive outpatient program. So that's some things I really want to do, right? To stay in, be grounded and planted right here in this field right here, helping a lot of people. If anybody know about Walmart, how Walmart got the same blueprint for each state it goes to, that's how we trying to open it up, right? So, that's something that we working on right there, But tonight, I want to talk about King Baby. King Baby. We're going to talk about King Baby tonight, all right? Any King Babies in here?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Bill.
What's your definition of King Baby?
Huh?
What's your definition of King Baby?
Definition of King Baby is he acts up. It's an adult child. When I can't get my way, I act up. All right? They act a fool. But there's different levels to it. I didn't get into all of the synopsis, but it's a good read, though, on King Baby. All right? You want to say something else?
No.
Okay, all right. How you doing?
All right, what's up?
All right, my man, doing well. How you doing, brother?
What's up, bro?
All right, so let's get into it, all right? Listen, I never knew who Sidney Poitier was and how great of actor Sidney Poitier was until I saw Uptown Saturday Night. Everybody remember that movie?
Yeah.
And when I seen that one, then I saw what? Let's Do It Again. And when I seen Let's Do It Again, then I went and saw Piece of the Action. All three, Bill Cosby was present with Sidney Poitier in there. And I said, you know what? That's a great actor, because I wanted to be an actor. An actor study of an actors. Ball players study of a ball players. Comedian study of a comedian. So, and then I had this journey from when he made that movie to the movies he made before Uptown Saturday Night. Then I found Buck and the Preacher. Yeah, that was a good one right there, right? Yeah, a Western, Black Cowboys. Yeah. And then I found the Defiant Ones with Tony Curtis. Anybody seen that one? Yeah. That was a good one right there. Two Fugitives. Yeah, trying to get free. And they wind up, that was a good one, the Defiant Ones. Then I found Lilies of the Field. When he helped the nuns build a house, a home, whatever, the property. That was good too. Huh? A convent? Yeah, thank you, brother. Yeah, you seen that one? That was good too. Then they say, guess who's coming to dinner? When Sidney Poitier was engaged to a white girl. Yes, and back in those days, that was taboo. And the family came and they just couldn't believe that these two was trying to get together in the climate of racism. Then Patch of Blue, how Sidney Poitier was helping a blind girl. That was a good movie. Then In the Heat of the Night, anybody know about Archie Bunker? All in the Family. He played, you know what I'm saying? They did a remix, a spinoff. And Archie Bunker.
Show that?
Huh?
In the Heat of the Night?
In the Heat of the Night. Yeah, but Sidney Poitier was an original one. In the Heat of the Night. They Call Me Mr. Tibbs. That was a spin-off from The Heat of the Night. A Raisin in the Sun. That was a classic there. Black and white. Black and white right there. And he had a strong mother. And she said when a man got to leave his home to find peace, he's in trouble. And he took all his father's inheritance and gave it to a guy he really didn't know. And the guy robbed him. And he went crazy. Good movie, Raisin in the Sun. How about Patch of Blue? That was the one, right? To Serve with Love. That was in London. And that was more, he was a teacher.
Yeah.
And it was racist students and the racist culture. And he taught through all of that madness. Sidney Poitier, all from Uptown Saturday Night, that I found a whole list full of great movies that an individual I never knew exists, what he did. And the last one was Pressure Point. Pressure Point, he was a jailhouse psychologist.
Yeah.
And he was talking to a Nazi. And the Nazi said, you know what? You know, y'all blacks and y'all Jews and all that madness, and I don't like y'all, and we the supreme race, the white race, right? and Sidney Poitier said, yo, so what? In so many words. He didn't say that, but that was how I was getting it. And he looked past all his little ignorance and arrogance and said, start talking about you. And then the Nazi started talking about what? Him and his father. And then he started to cry like a baby. And he got healing. Pressure Point, good movie. Pressure Point, good movie. So my whole point is, I never knew who he was and how great of an actor Sidney Poitier was until I saw Uptown Saturday Night. Now let's get to what we're talking about tonight. I never knew I had problems and had issues until I started getting high. And when you get in the recovery program, you got to start looking at you, not nobody else. And that was difficult to do that for me. Because I used to stand on corners. We used to talk out, never talk in. Yo, where them guns at? Yeah, how much you pay for the 9mm? Talking out, nice sneakers. We get them Air Jordans from. Yeah. Talking out, yo, the Dookie chain, the ropes, and anybody know about puff jackets and bike pants and West Winds and leather, yo, all that madness. Lambskins, you remember those?
Yep.
Yeah, that's I used to always Shermans, yeah, ragtop Jettas, all that. I used to always talk out. I would never talk in. And when you come in recovery programs, you got to transform, do a 180, and come in here and talk about you. Not him, but me. Right. And then when I found King Baby, like my bro was asking, I read about it, I said, wow, this is me. I still have a little boy that's deep buried inside of me, hiding, playing peekaboo. And sometimes he come out at the wrong times, inappropriate times, and cause havoc in my life. So let's get into it, right? King Baby. And how does that apply to all of us? Because a lot of us do have the little boy in us at some times, all right? Let's get number one. Number one, King Baby number one. How you doing, brother? You want to come close? You all right there? All right. Number one, y'all. Hey, afraid of. King Baby is afraid of or get angry at authority figures. King Baby is afraid of or get angry at authority figures. Anybody want to take a swing at that pitch right there? Authority figures. Anybody? Let's go, y'all. Men's rap.
First one.
Huh?
The first one said.
King Baby. They get afraid of or get angry at authority figures. Come on, Moses. What's up?
You get angry at authority figure.
Okay. That's you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Why? What's up?
I just don't like. I just have. I mean, a problem with authority
Okay.
for some reason.
You still like that?
Not as much as I was when I was younger. I just don't like getting told what to do.
Okay.
Basically.
All right. Okay. How much time y'all claim, Moses?
About 9 months.
9 months. All right. A lot of time. You got your hand up?
Yeah.
All right. What's your name, brother?
Angel.
Hey, Angel. What's up?
What's good, brother? How you doing?
Good.
Authority figures.
Uh-huh.
You know what? Since a kid, I was always told what to do, how to do it. If I didn't do it right, they would whoop my ass at home.
Uh-huh.
And I always had that thing, especially when I went to jail.
Okay.
I used to hate authority. way I look at it in a, you know, kind of a different way, but I still got that thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know, it's because the anger I had inside of me built in during the years because you know, my grandmother used to beat the shit out of me.
Okay.
Or it's because, or I don't know. I think it's that. I talked about to my counselor about that shit today, but I don't know why. I was talking about real personal shit I never really get into. But they said secrets keep you sick.
That's right.
You know, and I talked to her and I just like, what? I asked myself, what am I telling this woman this? You know, really deep things. And she's like, wow, you just open like you never does it. I just had to sit there for a minute and think like, wow, I really are changing in some things.
Okay.
Because before I was a book closed, bro. I didn't even talk about none of my problems. It was like really you said, the outside. You know, dressed in a garbage can.
Dressed up trash can.
Yeah,
yes,
trash
sir.
can, dressed up trash can. You know, but I'm really deep in. I'm trying to look deep inside me. What is it? What makes me tick?
Okay.
A lot of people think they know they self, but really, if you look deep down, man, it is true. You see a child in yourself.
Yes.
You know, you don't realize it, but we do a lot of childish things. Our mind is still stuck in that era when we first got high. I talked about that to her. You know, like it just freed me from all the stress and everything. And back in the days, they never talked about depression with the kids and ADD and none of that shit. You know, today you could talk to, like they got studies for the kids and all that and everything. But back in the day, oh, he's gonna be okay. Don't worry about it. You know, like they say to like when you're a kid, they say, I don't know if you went through this, they tell you, don't cry. You're a man. A woman, they tell her, honey, come here, sit down, explain to me. You know, a woman could express their feeling more better than a man because of that reason. You know, that's the way I look at it.
Okay.
You know, but today I have to, you know, like look deep inside me. Really, what is it? Why did I did the things that I did? You know, and since then I fell in love with the street. The lifestyle. It wasn't about getting high at first. It was about the lifestyle, the people that lived around me. You know, when I used to see them, the way they dressed, the way they hang out, the cars, everything, that just attracted me to it. The drugs was secondary shit. You know, if I really come look deep inside me, that's all I gotta say.
Okay, how much time you have clean, brother?
I'm going almost on 2 months already.
All right, God bless. Come on, soldier, what's your name?
Burn.
All right, how you doing?
Oh, great. I don't have that problem because I think because I was raised by both my parents.
Okay.
And most people that's rebellious against authority, they not raised by both parents.
Okay.
Most of them, I know. So my father, he laid the rules down. He never once put his hands on me. Not once. I'm not gonna get that. And
Okay. How much time you have clean, brother?
going on 2 weeks.
All right, on 2 weeks. Come on, I see your hand right here, brother. Come on.
My name's Fiona.
Hey, Fionn.
I think, well, I'm gonna just say for me, when I first got caught by the cops, it just changed my whole life with authority. Period. That's how it went. Once I went to jail, it was just I don't like authority. No, I'm cool. I always had an animosity with the authority. So, but now today it's a little different because of, I get it, police have to do what they do, but they don't have to do it with authority, heavy, you know, like they do now. But, you know, they supposed to, they're supposed to have a little accountability with they peers, but it just get crazy, you know. People changes when they get that authority, you know, and that's for anything. It don't even got to be the police. It can just be staff members and built in a situation like here. You know, when people get authority, they take that to the oh my God. So that's when it changes my whole look. That's it.
All right, how much time you have clean, brother?
3 months.
3 months. They said those who used to get bullied and get beat up, they become correctional officers.
Police officer.
Please don't. Yeah. It's payback time. Come on, brother in the back. Come on, what's up?
We spoke about this in the rehab I was in, but like, I don't know, like I wouldn't, not like disrespect authority, but like this one time I was up for a promotion at work, and like, I guess like this would fall in the category of like fear authority, because like, I was getting a promotion, and I feel like I could have gotten a bigger promotion had I spoken up. But my manager at the time, he was like, do you know how much your raise is? And I said no, and like he started stuttering at the point. He was like, you're at and it could have been any way, but he's like, you're at 16 an hour, but the going rate for the specialist at the position was 17, and I had already known that. And instead of me opening my mouth at the time, I was like, all right, that's cool. And I had gotten more later on down the line, but like I just didn't want to open my mouth at that time because I was kind of intimidated by him. You know what I mean? So I kept my mouth shut at that time.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
That's all I
right.
got.
Good example. How much time you clean, brother?
About a month.
A month. All right. God bless. All right. For those who just came in, what's up, Dirt? We're talking about King Baby tonight. All right. Number one, King Baby's afraid or get angry at cats in authority. Me, I used to hang around with a lot of women. You know why? Because when you hang because I feel like when you hang with dudes, it's too much competition. I gotta be sharper than you. I gotta be smarter than you. Gotta be wiser than you. I gotta have more guns than you. Gotta have more money than you. I gotta be able to beat your ass. All that madness, right? And if I did hang, and the woman I hang with, they were like weak women. Women who were needy, women who was thirsty, women who was desperate, women who had low self-esteem. And it made me feel like a giant compared to them. But I stayed sick and I didn't know how to really be a man because I feared men. And I used to compare myself. I wish I was taller. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, listen, I only compare myself to my higher power. That's it. But I did go through that phase right there. Afraid of authority figures. Or challenge brothers in authority. Like Dave. House managers. You understand what I'm saying? Who in here just like, yo, he ain't gonna tell me what to do. On purpose. You feel what I'm saying? And that used to be my problem. I used to be a people pleaser. And you can't people please when you're helping people in recovery. You gotta be fair and firm. Everybody here can read and write? Good. So everybody know rules and regulations. Anybody who tiptoe through the cracks, you're gonna get caught and get exposed. We're not playing. Right. And look, and some people in authority figures, they take their power too far, like he was talking about. House managers become Idi Amin from Africa. House managers, become Papa Doc from Haiti. Fidel Castro from Cuba. Mussolini from Italy. Get authority, get power, and get drunk.
And get knocked out.
And use it to their what? Advantage. How about number 2, y'all? King Baby. Entitlement. Rules do not apply to me. Entitlement issues. Rules do not apply to me. Are you in here? That's like a brother. We in group. The dude just walk right out here and go smoke a cigarette. Why are we in group? or upstairs smoking. And pay your roommate off. Keep your mouth closed. Don't say nothing. All right, you cool? Yeah. Taking food upstairs. And you know Mickey Mouse and Company upstairs. When we got mouses and roaches all over the place and you got food up in your room. Where the forks at? They all in everybody goddamn room. Entitlement issues. I'm going to do what I want to do. When I want to do it. Curfew, you crazy. I work at 60th and Catherine. And guys are still angry that curfew is 4 o'clock. What time y'all curfew? Oh, you got that? Okay, all right. Them guys had to rush back at 4 o'clock to be in the house. And one brother said, you know what? I'm out. I'm leaving. I'm not handling that right there. Back to authority. Back to authority. But it's because of this COVID. That's all. All right? Entitlement. Nobody got entitlement issues in here? Who go home and you expect everything to be back like it was? Entitlement issues. Nobody got entitlement issues. I do. I got 7 dogs.
You got what?
7 dogs. And I walk them. 5 of them. 2 of them still too little. And I have entitlement, and I expect them to go to the bathroom outside when I walk them, but that's not always the case. A lot of times I trip over poop. or they piss on the bed.
Oh, no.
And then I gotta take the sheets off. Then we gotta wash those and put new sheets on. Just a straight headache. Being at Stop and Surrender, I was a house manager up there, right? We said the toilet upstairs don't work. Please do not do a number 2 up there. Take it down the street. And guess what they did? A number 3. Anyway, entitlement issues. Entitlements. They say, yo, no more than 3 bags. Here you are, you got 8 bags, 10 bags. Entitlement issues. One dude I used to be up at Broad and Erie. It's called, what's it? It's not called New Stop, it's called New Start. And this before they had the gates around the place. Anybody been around there lately, right? And the dude stuck a woman up in that joint. Yeah, and he went back to jail over a goddamn cell phone. He got away with that. But the cell phone took his ass back upstate. Entitlement issues.
Oh, you robbed her?
Nah. That was 2 separate occasions. He brought the girl up there, got busy, but another time he had a cell phone. And you couldn't have cell phones at the time he went back upstate, all right? Because he wouldn't want to get humble. Number 3, all or nothing thinking. All or nothing. Who think like that? Who think like that? I'm either I'm a failure or I'm a winner. Things are pleasant or things are what? Disastrous. It's no gray areas. It's nothing in the center.
Yeah,
All right, that's you?
yes, totally.
All right, you getting better with that? They don't see gray.
I don't know if I am or not, to be honest with you.
They don't see gray area. You know what the gray area is? That's what us recovering. Everybody know about the butterfly to a caterpillar to the what? Butterfly. But the cocoon is the process that we all in at ODAT. This is where we at, and this is where we developing. This is where we changing. This is the metamorphosis. This is when the attitudes is getting squeezed out of us. This is when we purging with all that negativity. All that stuff is coming out in the cocoon.
Chrysalis.
Yes, because guess what? Because if we got to, and we got to go through that. Because if we don't go through that, we will never become what? Beautiful butterflies. How about gold? You know how they make gold? They put gold in what? Heat. And we got to go through the furnace of what? Affliction. Turn it up. God said, okay, I am. Turn it up. You're going to have a roommate that get on your nerves. A roommate straight from hell. Feet stink, breath stink, ass stink. Liar, cheater. He snore, you don't. He want the lights on, you don't. He got on rock and roll country music, you want hip hop. Conflict. Oil and water, right here. All or nothing, no in between. But the in between, who got family members who don't see you progressing? Who got family members that still talk to you as if you were still getting high? How long you gonna be home this time? They shooting dice on you, on your recovery. Yeah, he be back in jail before the summer is out. Some family members are more dangerous than strangers. Come on, brother.
My mom asks me that sometimes.
What she say?
She be saying like, she said she was praying for me and shit like that, and the family really hope, I get it this time.
Mm-hmm.
It's like my 12th, 13th rehab. And, you know what I mean? I'm trying to, though.
You doing well, though, man. See a lot of growth in you, Moses. How old are you?
31.
Young man. Young man. You don't want to be 50 and above. Still trying to do it. You follow me? Yeah. All right. All or nothing. King Baby. Next one, number 4. King Baby don't like to be challenged. Uh-oh. Don't like to be corrected. Uh-oh. Or constructive criticism. Anybody here like that? Don't like to be challenged. Who don't like to be challenged? Who don't like to be stretched? Who come? My teeth are slipping. Lord have mercy. My teeth shoot out my mouth. It's going to be a problem. Anyway. Who don't like to be challenged? Anybody? Why? Come on. We'll talk about that. Don't like to be challenged. Don't like to be stretched.
I do. I like to be challenged. I love competition.
My man. Okay. That's my brother there. How much time you got clean, brother?
Couple weeks.
Give it to him. God bless you. Challenge, comfort zone, all right? Coming out of your comfort zone, doing something that you don't want to do that you need to do to get to the place that you want to be. Got to be what? Challenge.